everybody, who's your mom for Crochet Patterns. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make the extra small sized crochet elephant. Now this is a super cute little lovey that doesn't take too long to make. I love its little tail and its little nails. So this is, I'm going to show you how to make this in this video. Now you can also, if you want to, add roses to this elephant. Now this is, I show you how to make the roses and the leaf in a different video, so I will put the link down below, so where you can find these videos. Then you can also make the small size elephant or the medium size elephant, and you can see the size comparison. And the small and medium and extra small size are available as an ad-free PDF on my Etsy shop and on my website. And then the extra small is going to be in this video. I'll show you how to make it, and also on my blog. So let's get started. Alright, so the supplies that you'll need today are stuffing, of course, just to stuff the head and the tusks. You'll need scissors. You'll need 3 different sizes of hooks. You'll need a 3.5mm crochet hook, a 6mm crochet hook, and a 10mm crochet hook. You'll need a darning needle, 14mm plastic safety eyes. Now these are just the normal safety eyes that I buy from Amazon, and I can leave a link down below. And then I just hot glue the backs of these. So you'll need a hot glue gun too for this pattern. And then I use 2 stitch markers. Now you will need these pretty badly, so I recommend having at least 2 stitch markers. And then the yarn that you'll need is just a tiny bit of Premier Basix worsted in the color light gray. Now this is just for the, let me bring on my elephant. This is just for the little tip of the elephant's trunk. This is totally optional. So if you want to have this, you can use this yarn. Otherwise, you don't have to. Then you'll need Premier Basic worsted. Oops, there you go. Okay, Premier Basic worsted in the color white. That's for the tusks. And then you'll need the faux fur. So I'm using today Fable Fur in the color Paloma. This is just for the inner ears, and then the main body is going to be Fable Fur in the color Andesite. And I'll leave a link down below for this yarn. I'll use about 1 and a little bit more balls, so I just have 2 to be safe. And so let's get started. Now to begin, you're going to make a magic circle. Now to make a magic circle, you're going to put the yarn at the base of your fingers, wrap it around, going to the front. Your 2 fingers, wrap around going to the front, and then wrap around going to the back, so like an X shape, like that. And now you're just going to take your 6mm crochet hook and turn it to the top. You're going to go under and over and grab the back strand of yarn. Then you're going to pull that to the front, pinch it using your thumb and your finger, and then I'm going to just chain 1. So I'm going to put my fingers in there and then just chain 1. And now you're going to single crochet in 5 into the magic circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now I'm just going to pull the magic circle shut. And one recommendation, I might have to do that real quick, is to just do a couple of stitches. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 3 stitches, and then you're going to want to pull on the strand to make sure that sometimes if you do all 5 stitches, it gets stuck. So I just now finished my 5, and now it's not stuck. So I'm going to tighten, and now I'm going to slip stitch to the first stitch of this round. And then I'm going to chain 1 and single crochet in each stitch around and then slip stitch to join, and you're going to do that for rounds 2 through 4. So it's just single crochet in each stitch around, and I'll meet you back after round 4. Alright, I just finished round number 4, and so now I'm going to slip stitch to join, chain 1, and now I'm going to, for round 5, single crochet increase in the first stitch, and then single crochet in the next stitch. So I'm going to single crochet increase in the first stitch. So move your stitch marker. And single crochet increase just means 2 single crochet into the into one stitch. So just increase. Now I'm going to single crochet in the next stitch, and then I'm going to single crochet increase in the next stitch, and you're just going to repeat that in each stitch. Okay, now I'm going to single crochet in the second to last stitch, and then I'm going to just single crochet in the last stitch. So it's increase, single crochet, increase, single crochet, and then just in the last stitch you're just getting single crochet. And you should have 7 stitches at the end of this round. So I'll just double check real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Now I'm going to slip stitch to join, chain 1, and for round 6 through 13, I'm going to single crochet in each stitch around, and then I'm going to slip stitch to join. So chain 1, single crochet in each stitch around, slip stitch to join, and you should have 7 stitches for round 6 through 13. And I'll meet you back at round 13. Alrighty, I just got done with round number 13, and so I'm going to slip stitch to join, chain 1, and for round number 14, you're going to single crochet increase in the first stitch, single crochet and then single crochet in the next stitch, and you're going to repeat that in each stitch around. So in the first stitch, I'm going to single crochet increase, and I'm just moving my stitch marker. So single crochet increase in the first stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet increase, so just doing that repeat of increase, then just single crochet, and I'm going to do that in each stitch. Now in the last stitch, so I just did single increase, single crochet. Now in the last stitch I'm just going to do an increase again, and then I'm going to slip stitch to join, and you should have 11 stitches. I just slip stitch to join, and now what you're going to do is you're going to pull up the loop on your hook, take this 6mm, you're going to put it to the side, and now you're going to grab your 10mm crochet hook, and you're going to insert into that loop. So you just made a slip stitch. I just inserted the 10mm hook now. Now I'm going to chain 1. And then for round 15, you're going to single crochet increase in the first stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, and you're going to repeat that in each stitch around. So I'm going to do this super quick on camera. So single crochet increase in the first stitch. Now it's going to be a little bit more challenging working with such a big hook into these small stitches, but I don't find it too challenging, and so this is just how I do it. Okay. Oop. There you go. I'm going to single crochet in the next stitch, then single crochet increase in the next stitch. The goal is I would definitely count after this, once you're done with this round, just to make sure that you're have the right amount of stitches, just because it's easy to skip a stitch when you're using such a big hook, and it kind of makes all the stitches tighter. So I'm going to increase here. Now in the last stitch, so I'm not quite to the last stitch. I'm going to single crochet, and then now in the last stitch, I'm going to do a single crochet increase. And now I'm going to, you should have 17 stitches, and now I'm going to slip stitch to join. I'm going to chain 1, And for round 16 through 23, so for round 16 through 23, you're going to chain 1, single crochet each stitch across, and then you're going to slip stitch to join, and you'll have 17 stitches. So I'll meet you back once I'm done with round 23. Alright, I just finished round 23, and so now for round 24, you're going to chain 1 and single crochet 2 together in the first stitch, and then single crochet in the next stitch, and you're going to repeat that in each stitch. So in the first, I'm going to single crochet 2 together, which just means you're going to insert, yarn over, pull through, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then you're just going to yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook, and that's a decrease. So you lost 1 stitch. So that was number 1. Now I'm going to single crochet like I normally would in the next stitch, single crochet decrease in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, and you're going to repeat that. And I'm almost done with the row. Single crochet, decrease, single crochet, decrease, and in the last stitch you are just going to single crochet. So you should have 11 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. So I have 11 stitches. I'm just going to slip stitch to my first stitch, cut my yarn, and then now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to tie in all the ends and then attach the eyes. Now you're going to want to attach the eyes. Let me grab my small. What you're going to do is you're going to attach the eyes right roughly, it's kind of hard to show or tell you where you're going to, but let me move this out of the way. So this is the small head, but it's the same for the extra small. Here's the trunk, and you're just going to attach them a couple rows back on each side. So you're going to want to attach the eyes, hot glue them in, weave in the tails, and stuff the head, and then I'll meet you back once you're done with all of that. Alright, I just finished the extra small head, and so I stuffed the trunk and the head, put the eyes in, hot glued the backs, and then sewed in the tails. And so now I'm going to show you how to make the body. And what you're going to do is you're going to hold this head, grab your yarn that you're working with, and then you're going to grab your 10mm crochet hook. So I'm going to scoot this to the side just for a second, and what you're going to do is you're going to make a slip knot. So wrap your yarn around your finger twice, take the back loop, bring it over into the front, and then now take the new back loop, bring it up and over and off your finger, and then tighten. You're going to insert your 10mm hook into it. You're going to chain 2, and now what you're going to do is you're going to lay this down for a second, and then you're going to pick up this head. Now what you're going to do is you're going to look at its eyes, and then you're going to pinch it in the back. It's a little bit challenging to show on camera, so hopefully I'm doing this well. You're going to take the top part right here, so between the eyes, you're going to take the top and then take the bottom, and you're going to pinch it like that. And then you're going to flip it to the back, and you're going to start working on this side, and then you're going to go to that side. So I'm going to feel for the 2 corner stitches, and I found them. So what you're going to do now is you're going to pick up your hook. Hopefully you guys can still see me. You're going to insert into the first stitch, and then you're going to insert into the other stitch. So you're going to take the top and bottom to sew it shut. So the bottom stitch, the corner bottom, and then the corner top. And then you're going to make a single crochet. So you insert into that, and then you're going to just make a single crochet like normal. So yarn over, pull through, and then you're just going to pull through what you, those 2 stitches. Then you're just going to yarn over and pull through 2, just like a normal single crochet. So now I'm going to do a total of 7 stitches across the head. So you're just going to single crochet. So I found the next stitch, and now I'm going to feel for the next stitch on the top. And you can see that I forgot to take out my stitch markers, so I'm just going to take it out super quick. And then I can feel, here's the next stitch on the bottom, and then here's the next stitch on the top. And so I'm going to take a quick break and just show you. So here are now it's shut, you can see that. And where here, you can still see the stuffing. So we're going to finish this row. We're going into the, basically just sewing it shut, but it's kind of an easy way to do it. And then you don't have to attach the head to the body later. You're just sewing it shut and doing the body all at once. So that's really nice. Okay, so you should have 7 stitches across the back of the head, and then I'm just going to count real quick. So I have 2 chains, 1, 2, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to do my last stitch. If you end up having 1 less stitch, you can always just make another single crochet into the head. Just find a spot to make 7 stitches across. I'm going to chain 2 now on this side, and then I'm going to chain 1. That's my turning chain, so I'm going to turn. I'm going to, for row number 2, I'm going to single crochet increase in the second chain from hook. So insert into the second chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 2 loops. I'm going to insert a stitch marker so that I know that this is the last stitch. So increase in that first stitch, then I'm going to single crochet in the next stitch, in the next chain, and then I'm going to single crochet in each stitch across until the last chain, and then I'm going to increase in that again too. So you're just going to single crochet, and you should have 9 stitches between the 2 increases. So increase, 9 stitches across, and then increase in the last chain. So I am almost done. And I'm just going to increase now in the last chain, or last stitch. And I'm going to chain 1 and turn. Now for row number 3 through row number 6, you're going to increase in the first stitch, single crochet in each stitch across, and then increase in the last stitch. And so by row 6, you should have 21 stitches across, and you're going to just increase by 2 each time. So for row 2, I had 13 stitches, and now for row 3, I'll have 15, 4, 17, 5, 19, and 6, I should have 21 stitches. And I'll meet you back once I am done with row 6. Alright, I just finished row number 6, and I hope that wasn't confusing to you, but all that you do for, so row 1 is the chains on each side, then row number 2 is increase on the first and last stitch of the row, and then just single crochet between. And that's what you're going to do for rows 2 through 6. So you just increase on the first stitch and the last stitch, and then the stitches between, you're just going to single crochet like you normally would. So single crochet increase, single crochet across, single crochet increase in the last stitch. Okay, so now for rows 7 through 22, you're going to single crochet in each stitch across. So let me show you what you do to begin. You're going to chain 1, turn, And what you're going to do is you're going to move your stitch marker up to the last stitch of row 6, so right here, before you even do your first stitch of row 7. So you're going to leave your stitch marker right here and right here. Now if you want to have another stitch marker to go up, you can do that, but these 2 stitch markers are going to mark where you're going to do your legs later. So you're going to want to keep these stitch markers right where they are. So leave these stitch markers on row 6 on the first stitch and last stitch of row 6, and now I'm going to begin row 7. All you do is just single crochet in each stitch across. And I will meet you back once you're done with row 22. Alright, I just finished row number 22, so you can see the head and then here's the body. And so now what I'm going to do for rows 23 through 29, I'm going to chain 1, turn my work, and then I'm going to single crochet in the first 4 stitches, and then I'm just going to chain 1 and turn. So you're going to do that for rows 23, so that was 23, then through 29. So 7 rows of just doing that. So just 4 stitches across, and that will be leg number 1. And I'll meet you back once you're done with row 29. Alright, I just finished row number 29, and you can kind of see now that I have a little leg. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie off, so just cut my yarn, and then just yarn over, pull through, and tie off. And then what you're going to do is you're going to, so if you're looking at your lovey, you can see that I just did the leg here, and now what you're going to do is you're going to go into this corner and do the exact same thing. So 4 stitches over, and then for 7 rows. So I'm going to flip my work, there we go, and I'm just going to insert into the corner of this, so in the other corner, the opposite corner, and then I'm going to take my yarn and just wrap it around my hook. So here's the, like that. So, and then you're just going to pull through, that's going to secure it, chain 1, and then you're going to single crochet 4 across, so 4, and then you're just going to chain 1 and turn. And so you're going to do that for rows 1 through 7. So 7 rows, and I'll meet you back once you're done with that. Alright, I just finished leg number 2, and so I did 7 rows. I'm going to cut my yarn and yarn over, pull through to tie off. Alright, so now you can see, hopefully you guys can see, that I have 2 legs in the back. Now I'm going to show you how to do the front legs. So if you're looking at my elephant, this is, you can see the 2 stitch markers on each side, and so what you're going to do is you're going to insert into the stitch marker, or not into the stitch marker, but insert into the stitch where the stitch marker is. Then you're going to take your yarn and just lay it over the hook, pull through, chain 1, and then you're just going to single crochet 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you're going to chain 1 and turn your work, and you're going to do that for 7, and you're going to do that, for 7 rows. So I've done 1. You're just going to keep going until you've done 7 rows of the front leg, and I'll meet you back there. Alright, I just finished row number 7 for this leg. So I'm going to once again snip my yarn and then just tie off. And so now you can see that there's another arm. So now what you're going to do is you're going to flip it to the side. So you can see here's the other stitch marker. You're just going to insert, do the exact same thing. You're going to go 4 stitches, and then for 7 rows, 4 stitches across, and I will meet you back once you're done with leg number 4. Alright, I just finished leg number 4, and once again, you're just going to snip your yarn over, pull through, and now you have all 4 legs done. So you can see there's all 4 legs. What you're going to do now is you're going to weave in all of these tails, and then I will meet you back once you're done with that. Alright, I just finished tying in all of the tails on my elephant, and now what I'm going to show you how to do next is I'm just going to show you how to do an edging around the elephant, and then I will show you how to make the ears and just finish this up. Okay, so to do the edging, you're going to look at your head, and you can see there's the eyes. You're going to go to the bottom and just going to grab the neck part. So you can see right here is where the head, and this is what I call the neck, and then here's the arm. So I'm going to insert my hook into the neck part of it, and then I'm going to grab my, and this is my 10mm hook. I'm going to grab my yarn now, and I'm just going to yarn over, pull through, and chain 1. Now what you're going to do is you're going to single crochet in each stitch, and then I will, I'll show you real quick what you do. So you're going to single crochet into each stitch, and then when you reach the top of its legs or paws, whatever you want to call them, so right here, I'm almost there. Okay, so here's the corner stitch, and then there's 2 stitches, and then there's another corner stitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to single crochet into that corner, and then I'm going to double crochet into that same corner stitch. Then I'm going to double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then I'm going to double crochet and single crochet into the last corner. So basically the goal is to have double crochets, 4 double crochets across the top, and then you're going to have in 2 of those double crochets on the corner, you'll have also a single crochet into that same stitch. I hope that makes sense. So now you're just going to continue single crocheting around the whole body. You're just going to go into the 1 stitch or row counts as 1 single crochet, so you can feel for each stitch. And then once you come to the next corner, you're just going to single crochet and double crochet into the corner, double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then single crochet or double crochet and single crochet in the corner. So you're just going to repeat that all the way around, and I'll meet you back when you're done. Alright, I just finished single crocheting and double crocheting a little bit around the body. Now I'm just going to slip stitch into the neck part again and just tie off. So I'm just going to grab my scissors and cut my yarn, then yarn over, pull through to just tie off. Okay, now we are done with the body of our elephant. Now what you can take out your stitch markers too, and now what you're going to do is you're going to make its ears. And then in my last video I showed you how to make the tusks, and so I'm going to now show you how to do the ears, the nails, which are totally optional, the tail, and the little nose that I like to do, and I can insert a picture of what it looks like. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do now. So first up is the ears, and I'm going to just set aside this elephant for now, and then I'm going to grab my 6mm crochet hook, and my gray yarn. And for the ears, what you're going to do is you're going to make a slip knot. So just make a slip knot like you normally would. You're going to insert your hook into that, and again, I think I said this, but this is a 6mm hook and the yarn that I've been using for the elephant. What you're going to do now is you're going to chain 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now you're going to single crochet in the second chain from hook. So the loop on your hook does not count as a chain. You're going to skip the first chain and go in the second chain. And then you're going to, single crochet into the next 2 stitches. So total of 3 single crochets. Now you're going to half double crochet in the next 3 chains. So 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to double crochet in the last 3 chains. So 1, 2, and 3. There we go. And then you're going to chain 2, excuse me, and turn your work. You should have had for row 1 9 stitches. And now for row number 2, you're going to basically do the exact same thing in reverse. So you're going to double crochet in the first 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. And you're just feeling for your work. Then you're going to half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. And then you're going to single crochet in the last 3 stitches. And there we go. Now you're just going to chain 1 and turn, and you're going to do basically exactly what you did for row 1. So 3 single crochet, 3 half double crochet, and then 3 double crochet. And then for row number 4, you're going to do basically the exact same thing again. So chain 2, turn, double crochet 3, half double crochet 3, single crochet 3. So I'm just going to do this on camera real quick. So I'm just going to single crochet in the first 3 stitches, half double crochet in the next 3 stitches, like so. Then you're going to double crochet in the last 3 stitches. And then you're going to just chain 2, turn, double crochet in the first 3 stitches. There we go. You're going to half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. 2, 3, there we go. And then single crochet in the last 3 stitches. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to single crochet 3 together on the bottom of your ear. So right here we just finished. Now you're just going to kind of flip to the bottom just a slight bit. And then you're going to just single crochet 3 together, which all you're going to do to do that is you're just going to go into the first you're going to make your stitches. So go into the first sort of stitch, yarn over, pull through, go into the next, yarn over, pull through, and then go into the next, yarn over, pull through. And then now I'm just going to yarn over and pull through all 4 loops on my hook. I'm going to chain 1 and turn. And for row number 5, you're going to single crochet in the first 6 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then you're going to double crochet in the last 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll move down a little bit so that you guys don't get nauseous from seeing my hands move so fast. Okay, now I'm going to, working on the top of the ear, I'm going to double crochet in all 7 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So just double crochet in the last 7 stitches of the top. Now I'm going to cut my yarn, and then what you're going to do to make the other outer ear is just do the exact same thing. And then for the inner ears, you're just going to follow rows 1 through 4 using your the Fable Fur in the color Paloma, and then your 3.5mm hook. So first I'm going to finish making my other outer ear, and then I'll meet you back and remind you of the steps to make your 2 inner ears. Alright, you can see that I just finished my second ear. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab your 3.5mm crochet hook and then your pink or whatever color you're using for your inner ears. You're going to want to grab that yarn, and I'm just going to grab the cinder pole. I hope that doesn't make a big mess. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to move aside my outer ears, and what you're going to do for the inner ears is exactly the same. You're just not going to do row 5 of the outer ear. So I'll show you, and I'll just remind you real quick, and then I will let you do the let you finish. So what you're going to do is, this is your 3.5mm hook. You're just going to chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now with this, such a small hook, this is going to be a bit of a tricky thing to do. So if you're struggling, you can always use a different weight yarn, or you could size up the hook size just a little bit and do 1 row less, or you can just goof with it, and it also doesn't have to be perfect. So if you accidentally skip a stitch, it is okay. Okay, so I just chained 10. I'm going to single crochet in the second chain from hook, and then in the next 2 stitches. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to half double crochet. I'm going to move my ball away, there we go. Half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. Ooh, 3. And then you're going to double crochet in the last 3 stitches. So 1, 2, oh, here's 2. Okay, keep goofing up. 2, and then 3. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to, for row number 2, you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and turn. You're going to double crochet 3, half double crochet 3, single crochet 3, and then you're just going to repeat rows 1 and 2 once more. So you're going to go to row 4, so single crochet 3, half double crochet 3, double crochet 3, then you're going to chain 2, turn, double crochet 3, half double crochet 3, single crochet 3. Then you're going to chain 1, turn, single crochet 3, half double crochet 3, double crochet 3. Then you're going to chain 2, turn, double crochet 3, half double crochet 3, single crochet 3. So you're just going to do, or basically do rows 1 and 2 one more time. So you'll end up with 4 rows. And I'll meet you back once you have done 2 inner ears. Alright, I just finished row number 4, and one thing I forgot to mention is that you're going to want to single crochet 3 together on the bottom of your work when you're completed with row number 4. And then you're just going to pull through, tie off. You're going to want to leave yourself a long tail. And then now you're just going to make your second inner ear. Alright, just for the reason of making this video not ridiculously long, I just weaved in the smaller tails, and now I'm going to show you real quick how you just whip stitch this together. All you're going to do, actually, I'll just talk it through. All you're going to do is just whip stitch your ear, your inner ear to your outer ear, like this. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to line up this inner part with this inner part, so where your tails are, and then you're just going to whip stitch it around, and then I'm going to do that for both of my ears, and then I will meet you back once you are here. Here's both of my ears. Both of my ears. I'm just going to do that for both of my ears, and then I will meet you back once I have done that, and then I'll show you how to sew them onto the head and do the last finishing touches. Alright, I just finished the two ears. Now I'm going to show you super quick how to sew them onto the elephant's head. So what you're going to do is bring over your elephant, look at its eyes, and then you're going to it's kind of, for me at least, an estimate. I put the ears on, and then I just kind of look and decide where I want them. So I like mine about 1, 2, 3, 4 rows back from the head, I would say, and then just a little bit above, a good amount above the eyes. So if you guys can see that. And so then all I do is just grab my piece of yarn, thread it onto my darning needle, and hold it down, and I like it right about there. So then I just grab a chunk of the head, and then grab a chunk of the ear, and I'm just turning the head sideways for a second so I can sew on this ear a little easier. There we go. And you're just going to sew the ear on something like that. And I'm just going to go down to the bottom part of the head, and then I'm just going to kind of wiggle my way through the ear like that. And for some reason it's going to get stuck, because that's what it always wants to do, especially when I'm on camera. Okay, there you go. So like that, you're just going to go back and forth through the head and through the ear, and then you're just going to sew it on the other ear exactly, or on the other side of the head exactly like you did for this ear. And then I will meet you back once you have done both ears. Alright, so you can see that I just finished sewing on the ears, and you can kind of manipulate it a little bit to how you want it to look. Right now it looks a little crooked, but I can always come back and fix that. There we go. Now it looks better. So that's what my elephant's looking like. And now at this point, you do not need to do tusks at all if you don't want to. And the tusk video for how to make the tusks was in my last video, which was on Tuesday. So just go back, watch that video, and then I'll show you in that video how to attach it to the elephant. Okay, so now what I'm going to show you how to do is I'm going to show you how to crochet the nose. Okay, so now what I'm going to show you how to do is I'm going to show you how to crochet the nose. And what you're going to want to do is set this aside for just a second. You're going to want to grab your Premier Basics worsted in the color light gray, and you're not going to need almost any of this, or you can just, you can just use any random tiny little scrap of yarn that you have. You're going to make a slip knot to begin, and let me see. Okay, so make a slip knot. Then you're going to grab your 3.5mm crochet hook, insert into the slip knot, and you're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now you're going to single crochet in the second chain from hook, half double crochet in the next chain, single crochet in the last chain. Now what you're going to do is you're going to single crochet once again into that exact same stitch or chain that you just did a single crochet in, and you're going to kind of flip to the bottom of your chain. Then you're going to half double crochet into the next chain, and then you're going to single crochet into the last chain. Then you're going to slip stitch to join, cut your yarn, leave yourself a nice long tail to sew the nose onto the front of the trunk, yarn over, pull through to tie off, and then you're just going to put this onto the front of the trunk. Now, and I'm not going to show you how to do this just for the for time's sake for this video, but you're just going to sew this small tail tie it off, and then you're just going to take this long tail, sew it onto the middle of your trunk like this, and then you have a done little trunk nose, or whatever you want to call it. Now I'm going to show you real quick how to do so I'm just going to leave this to the side, but you're going to want to just sew that on. Now I'm going to show you real quick how to do the nails. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of Premier Basics worsted in the color white, and I'm just going to grab some of the yarn. You're just going to want to cut about 24 inches or so of the yarn. So I'm just going to snip my yarn now. Snip. Okay. Take this yarn, put it on the darning needle, and all you're going to do is you're just going to basically spot the 3 spots that you want your nails to be, and then I'm going to insert. So you can feel the double crochets. You're just going to go into the row a little bit above the double crochet. You're going to go into the corner, pull it through, and then you're just going to go back through and under into that same spot. And you're just going to wrap it however many times you want for the desired thickness that you want. So once you have gotten enough wraps, oh, there we go, on this nail, what you're going to do is you're just going to scoot on over to your next spot that you're going to do your nail, and you can see that's what your first nail will look like. Then you're just going to wrap around a couple more times, and then you're going to scoot on over to the other side or other spot and just wrap it around a couple more times, and then you're just going to do that on each leg. Now this is totally optional. I think it adds a little cuteness, but it also does take some time to do, so as totally optional. I'm going to just leave this alone for a second, and I'm just going to show you how to do the tail, and then I'll finish this up and show you the end result at the end of this video. So let me show you how to do the tail. So you can see here are the 2 back hind legs, and what we're going to do is we're going to grab your gray yarn, and you're going to cut about 3 12-inch lengths of yarn. So I'm going to call this about 12 inches. You can measure it or you don't have to. You can do however you want. Let me snip my yarn. Okay, so I just cut 3 12-inch lengths of yarn. So you're just going to wrap it around and then push your 3 strands of yarn through, and then you're just going to make a knot. Now once you made your knot, you can decide if you want to leave the little tails of yarn, or you can cut them and just have the knot. And if you want to make it a little bit of a thicker knot at the end, you can do more knots and just like stack them up on top of each other. Now what you're going to do is you're just going to braid using your 3 different strands of yarn. You're just going to braid your tail together. Just got it to hold down. For example, here I just got it to hold down, and now I'm just going to do a quick little braid, and you can do this braid however long you want. I had you cut 12 inches, but if you don't want that long of a tail, which is probably you're not going to, you can just stop wherever you want, and then find about where the middle is of your hind legs. You're just going to find your middle 3 stitches, so right about there. You're going to insert your, so found the middle stitch, lay their tail down. You're going to split your yarn into the 3 strands that it was. You're going to put the middle strand into the middle loop of your yarn, or the middle stitch of your yarn, and pull that through to the back. This is a bit of a challenge to show on camera, so hopefully you guys are getting it. Then you're going to go to the one on the right or left, and just going to push the yarn through. There you go. And then you're just going to go to the one on the other side and push the yarn through. Now what you're going to do is you're going to flip it to the back, and then you're just going to make a knot or tie this off however you like. So I just like to make one knot and then make a knot with all 3 strands of yarn. I'm just going to do that one more time just to make sure it's all secure, like that. And then you're just going to grab your scissors, snip your yarn, and there you have it, a super cute and little tail. Okay, so now that is all that I'm going to show you how to do in this video. And then don't forget that if you want to make the rose, the leaf, or the tusk, I'll have the link in the description box down below for all those videos. And yeah, thank you so much for making this. Thank you so much for making this super quick and simple little elephant along with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I make a new video on Fridays, and I'd love to see you there. Please also leave in the comments down below what color you made this elephant in, and don't forget to tag me at sweetcreekpatterns if you made this. So thank you so much for watching.